Hey guys, some days the hole gets you, and some days you get the hole. So we're motoring over to our spot, and I'm looking for a cross street. There it is, Bill. There's our cross street.
Right here?
Yeah, let me switch this camera so the folks can check this out. We've been studying this old town site, and that's what you got to do on a lot of this stuff, folks. You got to study old maps.
You got to go to the
the folklore, that kind of stuff, and figure out what was here and what was picked through, and do your homework. Bill found a little something. Look at that. Interesting.
It's like an old lunchbox.
Something. I've seen those before at a lot of sites. I'm not exactly sure what they use them for. There might have been fuel, some kind of fuel in that, like a solid fuel, like a stuff you would, like a waxy kind of stuff. I forget the name of that fuel. Like a sterno type fuel. That's what I was looking for, sterno. So anyways, we've picked the spot where we want to go because I've done a drone map. Now, look, you can clearly see this spot here, Bill. Look at this flat spot out here. I mean, that is a spot of interest. There was something sitting here at one point. Clearly, something was there. I mean, that's not hard to decipher for sure. Now, the big question is, where was the Privy? So, here's a small depression right here that's interesting. Right here and then to the right. You know, that's fairly interesting right there. We didn't bring you didn't bring your stick out. But we're gonna go up to this we call the QT area. It's where they had all the let's say
the ladies of the night.
Whorehouses, we'll just put it out there. But clearly this was something. We just stopped off to kind of get out of the car anyways and do a little something.
This is square.
Yeah.
This is
Bottle Bill is an expert.
square.
Yep. Well, let's get back up and let's go to the QT. Because where we're going to go, folks, is all the way to the edge of the mountain here. Because a lot of this site's been excavated because it's been pushed. And we'll show you, it's been pushed. The whole town half of it was just bulldozed for later mining operations. And the big mine was up here. Okay, people. Now this is what we're looking for. Looking for a round depression, most of the time round, okay? You're looking for trash around it. Now we don't know if a lot of people threw their garbage down. A lot of people threw unwanted items down. Like say they shot somebody with the .45. They might throw it down the Privy. There's a lot of things like that. Now I do see some glass around here.
John, look at this. Look at this here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an old bottle.
And it's thick.
There's a lot of old glass floating.
ABC.
Is it?
Alcoholic beverage control.
Adolf Bush, ABC. Now, look at the top of that, buddy. Easy, 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 easy. That's old stuff. Bottle Bill knows. Look at this. I know. That's definitely old. That's not today's bottle. That's not today's glass.
Look at this. It's all trash. Look.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we're on it.
We are on it. This is a huge trash field. Huge.
Look at that over there. There's trash over there.
Huge. Walk around a little bit because sometimes you can find some stuff that people haven't picked up. Now, it is rattlesnake season, so we are careful where we step. Purple glass. I told you you'd like this area.
Look at this trash.
I know. I told you you'd like it.
Look at this trash.
It's trash heaven. Too bad none of this stuff's worth a damn, but it's still history.
Well, something's buried underneath it.
You got that right. It's still history. So, essentially, this show's about, we're looking for bottles.
Old China.
Yeah, I picked that up. That's more than old China. That's like an apothecary, or maybe it was, it could have held flour too, but it's something, it could have been mining. Held some sort of soda ash or something like that.
Of a kerosene can.
Yeah. Yep. So, we're going to go get our Privy probes. And we're going to go check out the spot that we just first came upon.
Green glass, John.
And see what it feels like. And we'll show you what that's all about. Now, some of you guys might be asking, well, when you start digging? We will. You got to figure this out. Because once you start getting in the hole, how deep do you go? Well, it just depends on how deep they dug them. Some of them only dug them 6 to 8 foot. They'd fill up. They'd cover it. And then they'd move to the next one and dig another one. Some of them are deeper. Some of them, might be 20 feet down. That's a major excavation. You got to be careful when that starts. We don't think we're going to get into that sort of thing. We're talking 6 to 8 feet probably. Tops. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go check this hole.
To have the minimal equipment to do a dig like this. In front of me I have that equipment. I'd like to talk to you about it a little bit. First of all, we have the sifter in front of me. This is your basic sifter in my left hand. In my right hand I have the basic Privy probe. Now this probe bends a lot, so you're going to want to have the heavy-duty landscape probe for really bearing down. You got to be careful with this, though, because it can really break what you're looking for. In addition, you need a medium-sized shovel. This is an important aspect of what you're going to be digging out, because you may have to go down 4 feet.
That's correct.
So, also, part of it, a brush cutter. As you can see from the landscape, you might have to trim away a little bit of brush in the process. In addition, the basic pick. Don't get one of those wooden ones. You want to get stealth when you go out to a place like this. You never know when there might be an overhead satellite looking at you. So get yourself a small pick. Now, this is your tool you're going to need. A breakdown shovel. A famous GI tool for getting down in those narrow holes you're going to be digging in. of course, never to forget, a metal detector. Don't get one of those long ones, 4 feet wide. You'll never get it in the hole. You're only looking for large objects. Get yourself a small pointer like this. And always get a plastic rake.
Plastic.
Because if there's a valuable $5,000 bottle in there, you're screwed, dude.
Metal rake, break.
Small brush. You've seen these in archaeological digs. When you're kind of brushing away the stuff around that valuable bottle you're looking for. Particulate mask.
Most important.
A particulate mask, HEPA certified. Remember, when you get down in that hole, you're digging in 100-year-old compost. No telling what's living in there.
Yeah, you got that.
All right. And of course, you don't want to expose yourself to open cuts. Fingernails are very vascular. You don't want to get any viruses in them. Wear a pair of gloves. Get yourself a good pair of leather gloves. And when you get older, your eyesight's going to go. Get a light. It always pays off. All right. Well, that's the basic equipment. Go out and buy it.
Thank you, Bottle Bill. We're going to start probing and getting to it.
Also a hat. You always need a hat to shade yourself because it gets kind of shiny out here.
Bill kind of goes with the south of the border, colorful style, $1.99
Wally World.
Gas station hat. But it works. So that's that.
Okay, your initial probing should be done with a large probe. Remember, the Privy probe is going to bend. Don't bend it. You've spent some money for one of these probes. You don't want it damaged. So put it aside. Take your large probe. Preferably don't get it above your stomach and push down hard. I'm pushing hard. And it's sinking in. This is a good sign. Stop as soon as it sinks in. Pull back on the large probe. Set it aside. And then start working the small one. Remember, you're looking for depressions here. I already feel something hard down there. I don't want to go too much further. It might be an unbroken bottle. Notice the bending. Now, John's over here working with his homemade probe out of rebar. I don't recommend doing this because of the weakened weld joint, but it can work for you in a pinch. So we're going to set the probes aside now and do a little digging here to get through the initial 2 feet of dirt.
Right here.
Yeah, this is a good hole, man. Okay, the next thing you want to do is clear out the stuff on the surface of the hole. This is useless. It's rusted. You can't identify anything. Take it out. Also remove any large rocks. Broken glass. Always be aware, as the temperature rises in a location like this, you're going to run into rattlesnakes that could be hiding, looking for a warm place. Reptiles in the morning, no problem. At this time of the day, you may have a problem. Now I'm getting my gloves on first, a necessary thing to do. I'm not in the hole, so I'm not worried too much about a mask right now.
No, not until it gets over shoulder level. You're going down deep, which I don't think, like I told you, I don't think we're going to have that problem here. I think they're mostly were dug pretty shallow, 6 to 8 feet tops probably, and then they moved on to the next one. What we're going to do is start with a small kind of a test hole, and before we widen things up, if it proves that it's good. It's tough. First foot. probe and dig. Ooh. See? Whoa, dog.
Whoa, baby.
Now look how deep that went down.
Baby. See?
Woo!
You're getting to a pay layer.
Ah!
See?
Okay, look, we went that deep. Very easy. You don't go that deep just on any normal ground. Oh, that's pretty soft. Yeah, so you're getting into the good stuff now. Ooh, yeah. It is a tough hole, wouldn't you say? At least this top layer has been very difficult. Woo, it's a backbreaker. Oh, what you got there? Oh, no, never mind. I saw some glass. It was just a shard. As you guys can see, a lot of the junk we're pulling out, we're just piling up around the sides. We'll fill the hole in when we're done. That's proper digging etiquette. The layer's getting softer for sure. Right?
Yep.
So now what we're looking for is some black ash. Because what people did to sanitize and keep the holes from stinking, they would dump their soot and ash from their stoves, their fireplaces, their fires into the privies. And that's kind of the sign you're in the layer. Alright guys, well me and Bill have been digging the hell out of this for quite a while, and we're hemming and hawing whether to quit, whether to keep going. How far are we down, Bill?
3 feet.
Looks deeper than 3 to me. I'm saying 4 feet. We haven't seen, I mean, there's been a few signs of changing soil, but not a lot. Should see some more ash. Sorry for the wind, guys. But anyways, we're going to dig a while longer, hour or two more, see what happens, and see what we pull out. Could be a dead hole. We're getting glass shards still, so that's a good sign, but nothing at all whole. Quarters of stuff, of bottles, that's about it. So we'll see what happens. Well, you're down there, buddy. We are down there.
You got that straight.
You're not coming up with anything else right now, huh?
Well, coming up with stuff like this, but it looks like roots.
Oh, that's roots for sure, yeah.
But the hole's going dry.
Yeah. No, that's not good. That's not good.
This fell out the sides, but
Some leather.
hey, I can't even climb out of the hole.
I'll just bury you in there.
Yeah. But it's getting down there, see, because that's...
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, we're not seeing jack.
I'm as deep as I was at the other one, which was only used for about 10 years. So I'm 10 years down.
Yeah. Want a hand?
No, I got it. Wow. That bitch is deep. Hey guys, some days the hole gets you, and some days you get the hole. This is what we've ended up with right here. Now the important thing to understand is that the cans and the broken bottles are running out. So why would we continue with this hole? We're down 3 feet. We're probably down 10 years into the town's use.
You stand in that hole, I think you're down more than 3 feet.
Well, I'm going to get in the hole just to give you an example of how far down we are.
Go ahead.
I'm 5'4", and this thing's over my head.
So it's waist deep, above waist deep. Yeah. So there you go. Tomorrow's another digging day. No sense I'm going more on this. Internet Gold Miner and Bottle Bill from the field.
John, you might, I don't know. You think they can tell where we're at based on the mountain behind me?
What's happening, guys? Day 2. Bottle Bill and I are out here. You know what happened with the first site. We're at a second site, totally different area. And it's looking good. We found some personal items. We're not even down really deep here. This might be more of a town dump site, but it's the same premise. And we say it's a town dump site because of the length of this hole. Usually a Privy site is a lot smaller. Why do we know this? We were in this hole actually before, so it's a proven deal. We've only excavated a quarter of it last year, and we pulled out some nice bottles out of it. So keep watch. We're at it digging. We're doing the sweat for you guys, so catch you in a little bit. Internet Gold Miner, day 2. Okay, guys. Well, what's going on here is we're getting down into the pay layer. Sweating our booties off. And it's starting to get to be where if we start using the bigger tools, we're breaking things. If there's one bottle in here and we break it, that'll definitely ruin your day. So we're trying to be careful.
This piece of bone.
Found a piece of bone?
This big. Right there in front of the tripod.
Okay. It's not human bone, is it?
No. It's like cattle bone, maybe. Horse, maybe.
It better not be human bone. Anyways, cut. Retake. So we're getting down to the pay layer where we're starting to smell turpentine, 100% for sure. It's kind of, I call it a turpentine-y smell. We're starting to get down to it, and we can't use the bigger tools and start hacking in. We're gonna break stuff. So Bill's on it. He's carefully using the bigger tools, but pretty soon we're gonna have to switch to some plastic hand tools. Things will slow down, but we'll start finding, hopefully, some bottles and some good relics. Stay tuned.
Porcelain.
Check this wall, huh? That was metal. That was a can. Yeah, that hole. Damn, you want my gloves? What is it? Is it writing on it? Yeah. Oh, save it. Spring. Silver Springs College. Ugh. Something spring. Yeah, I can.
Okay, guys, John pulled this out of the hole down about 18 inches. I'm going to read it back to you. Fine woolens dash all wool spring and summer 1911. So we're down about 18 to 24 inches. We're going down about another 6 inches in the hole, which gets us back to 1906. Remember, the Great Flood was really close to this date. Hint.
Hint of the area. That's all you're getting. Yeah, I originally thought, I said plastic. Uh-oh, Bill, we got a problem. I didn't know when plastic came around originally.
No, no, and I didn't either.
And it's a different kind of plastic. It doesn't feel like today's plastic. And I don't know if you guys can read any of that. Probably not. It's difficult to read on our own. But it definitely satisfies that we're in the right spot.
age-wise.
Age-wise. So it's not a McDonald's bag. Off we go to more digging. There's another hint. Get yourself a neo medium, or however the hell you say it, the real strong magnets.
Neodymium.
Neodymium. Look at that. Yeah. That's a lot of metal. Behind you. We're fucking making some headway, brother.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit.
This is how it works, boys.
Fuck this shit.
Nugget style.
Yeah. Fuck this shit.
Whoa. Look what I found.
Ooh.
What is that? I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a stand.
Okay.
Put a burner under it, maybe? I
Okay,
don't...
okay, there's another piece of it right there. There's a liner.
Where?
Wait, you just dropped it. It had two holes in it. It was in the
No, that's
inside.
part of the... You got a fork and knife in there or what?
I don't know. I'll be looking for it.
Boy, that wind is going.
Yeah, I know.
It's not good for the audio.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to keep on excavating here. I'll take some video of finds if we have any good finds, bottle finds. It's too windy for the microphone. It's really going to make a crummy audio. So for now, from Bottle Bill and I, we're going to shut this baby down and keep on digging for the rest of the afternoon. You guys sit at home. We'll do the sweating for you and show you what we get later.